Hi there, Ryoko. So you're here for your skating lesson, are you? And the subject today is toe loop, I understand? You want to start by showing your beautiful toe loop? Yeah, your toe loop. This is not a very good, this is your worst jump, isn't it? Yeah, so you can see that you've got a long forward inside edge and then a very short takeoff edge, and you've got this same slip out problem that you have on your Salchow, a skid slipping out from the circle on the takeoff. So yeah, it would be nice if we could address that problem. Can you try to make, let's just practice this 3 term. Let's try to make the forward inside edge not so deep. So your forward inside edge is really deep, and then by comparison your takeoff edge, even though it's a curve, it's comparatively shallow, and so you over rotate because you go from deep to shallow. And that's why you can't hold this edge very long.
Okay.
So I just want to see you go to a back outside edge and hold that back outside edge. Hold. Yeah, that's right. Hold. Now, while we're at it, let's do this back outside edge. The toe pick where it's supposed to be, inside the curve, right? The toe pick is going to be inside the curve. Inside the curve. So if you're going to do this,
That's this 3 turn.
takeoff edge, which is not as popular nowadays. We see more toe loops this style nowadays. But with the 3 turn inside turn method, when we step on this foot is inside the curve, right? And it's got to be inside the curve on the takeoff as well, right? And so the free leg has to move from this position to this position. So as soon as you pick up this free leg, move it into that cross-legged position. It's an open-legged position to a cross-legged position. Yeah. Blah, da, da. Yeah. Yeah. And I find actually that if you start with your left arm a little bit in front and you get set up with your right arm, in your case, in front, and your left arm in front, that motion of the arms counteracts the motion of the free leg. So the free leg is going to go around this way. The arms are going to go around the other way. So from up, just a little bit like that for the takeoff. I find that yes, something like that.
So
Yeah.
in other words, more our positions.
Yeah, I definitely want to have a nice power position on that right skating leg. Let's see now if you can get into that position and glide a little bit longer in that position before taking off. So getting a little bit longer back outside takeoff edge. And da-da. Yeah. Yeah. Try to see if you can get a nice rhythm. Ba-da, da-da, ba-da. So that the edge And chuck. Yeah. Try again, you're getting good glide. And ba-da-da. Good, that's getting a little bit longer takeoff edge. That's good. You can see that this, the forward inside starts here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Oh, this is only 1, 2. So that takeoff edge is like almost 3 times. Sorry, the forward inside's almost 3 times as long as the takeoff edge. I think it's nice if you can get them both the same length, personally.
So I should practice just for the inside return.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, a lot.
To be on this position.
Da-da. Yeah, just that. But even if you knew, even to get used to it without jumping, yeah, just that. Ba-da-da.
Actually,
Well, you don't have to jump it first. Da-da.
I think you mentioned about the jerkiness of my free leg movement for the circle jumps, but I think this toe loop is the same problem.
Your free leg is a little bit in going from this position to this position. Yeah, we want that to be very smooth. You feel like it's a little jerky?
Yes,
Yeah.
lose the control, especially when I get this much speed.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do like a 12 stairs like you do every day.
Oh, you think it's a strength? thing?
Core,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yes. But I'll work on that.
You're basically over-rotating the takeoff of that jump. You know, we can see a skid, which is an over-rotation on the jump, and it kind of, it doesn't stay on the curve on the takeoff. So it's an over-rotation. So you also want to make sure you feel a nice lean on the takeoff edge. Try to feel less lean on this edge, and then more lean on the back outside edge. They should be identical lean, but you're getting more lean on the forward inside. So if you can get the feeling you want to strive for is this. Oh, and this is relatively deep in feeling. Yeah. 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 You want to try the single toe loop again, see where we're at with it? Trying to get a nice rhythm going into the jump. Glide, glide, and jump. Good. Glide, glide, and jump. Good, you're getting a longer takeoff. I think that'll be better in the long run. Yeah. Good for you. You can see that you got a real skid on your takeoff edge. That's an over rotation. It's because your forward inside edge is really deep, too deep. And this one is a deep curving edge, but it's not as deep as the forward inside. Whenever we go from deep to shallow, we turn. So that's why you've got that skid there. Gonna be difficult to get rid of to fix this habit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you want to take off that edge if you can. Don't rush it.
I think I will practice this for the inside 3 times.
Yeah, practice the
Shallow
inside.
to deep.
Yes, if you get used to being able to get onto a nice controlled back outside edge that you can sustain, that doesn't over-rotate, yeah, it's going to help your jump in the long run. I think that's what your homework is for that jump. All right, so over-rotation leading into jumps. Very, very common mistake, no matter how it manifests itself, no matter how the over-rotation expresses itself. It's very common for skaters to over-rotate going into their jumps in some way. And over-rotated takeoffs lead to under-rotated landings, typically. On a single jump, not such a big deal, but as you get into doubles and then especially triples, if you're in the habit of over-rotating your takeoffs, it doesn't make the jump easier for sure. Okay, so that's your toe loop lesson for today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.